Welcome back to the playbook. It's your boy Lion, joined by Mr. E and
What up?
Don.
What up?
How are you fellas doing?
Feeling
Outstanding,
exhausted. How about you?
Just happy
I'm
to be
doing
here.
all right. I'm doing all right. I'm living a dream. Don't know it's a good one, but
Just make sure it's not a nightmare, right?
Nightmares are dreams too.
Yeah, exactly.
and we have a special guest, the informal, formal fifth member of the crew, fourth member of the crew. Kat, how you doing?
I am fantastic. Thanks for having me again.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Doug, what are we talking about today?
Well, today, Lion, it's great that you ask. Great that you ask. We're going to talk about something that came up and was interesting to everyone, and we kind of want to break it down and analyze it. So, there was an article about people, the psychology of people who don't post on their post photos on their social media, which I find very interesting. I get a lot that I post quite a few photos to be a Gen Xer. You know what I mean? But there's a reason for that, and we'll talk about that as we move along the episode. But basically, there are 12 reasons, right? And we want to go down to each one and see how you guys feel about that in terms of if you agree or disagree with the actual rationale. Because as a psychologist, I don't agree with all of them at all. Some of them I agree with as being possible.
Yeah.
I think they make too many generalizations in this, but that's why we want to scrutinize it, because I think it's a good topic. Because we live in an era of social media, and people, either post or don't post, or they post things they shouldn't post, and everybody knows their business when they shouldn't. We might talk about that quickly too.
That's funny.
But one of the other things that reaffirmed my question, me thinking some of the answers were suspect, is because it doesn't say the qualifications of the people who actually provided the information. It just says psychology of people, and it says psychology of people who doesn't post their photos on social media, and that's actually incorrect English. It should say who do not does not. So
their credibility is gone.
that hurts their credibility off the jump. But after I read through it, there were some other things. So let's look at the
AKA, this is going to be very interesting.
This is going to be
coming from the
interesting.
doctor.
That's right.
The two doctors.
So the
actually.
first, right, yeah, two doctors on the fan. But so the first one, guys, tell me what you think about this.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a legitimate reason or not why people who don't post their photos on social media? They value their privacy more than attention. They don't feel the need to prove anything online. Keeping their life quiet makes them feel safer and more in control. To me, I'll start since I read it out. To me, that seems like
those are
one
the
of the most
lurkers.
valid
They
reasons.
watch everyone else, but they're not. They're the ones that going to ask you the most personal question, but not give their side.
You sound very suspicious. Even to me as a freaking
See, I'm going to, I'm going to counter that and say that I disagree, because that described me. I don't care what's going on social media. I just had this conversation literally like an hour ago with somebody else, where it's like, once before Cambridge Analytica came out, that article came out, I had somebody that told me about it, and I didn't believe it, and then I heard it, and then I totally got off social media because, working for the government and stuff like that, I had an idea of where things could go, so on and so forth. And being in IT, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to follow my grandmother's rules on this, which is don't let people know what you have, and keep your business to yourself. And so I participate on social media out of necessity and to keep up with some family members and maybe some friends. But other than that, I really don't care what's going on.
Well, so you just violated all of my protocols, though, E, and we were supposed to go one point at a time, and you
My bad.
basically addressed.
I just shitted on the whole thing,
Yeah.
but it was like I say that to say I'm not a lurker. That's the thing. I'm not a lurker.
It's definitely an understandable. For me, when Facebook came out, I definitely had to make the add tag. Like I have to approve it because, there's certain things that just they don't need to be everyone seeing, or they shouldn't have been posted.
Lying. I'm gonna have to keep everybody reeled in because they are not answering the question. Point one. They are still having general discussion about this, which I really appreciate. And,
I love this.
And value and respect your critical,
All right.
comprehensive thinking.
We're still on number one.
Because I could not even have social media as a special agent. Zero, zilch, nada. So I understand that. And then when I did,
So you're saying that
really
you were
into
deprived for so long of social
You had
media.
to make up for years
that
of
way-
lack.
So it's like you were in this relationship where you were controlled, and they didn't let you be your best self, and you finally had the opportunity to be free, and you let it all out. Is that what you're telling me?
that could be it, but I don't think so much. I would like to say that that's it, but like I'm a very people-oriented person, but I'm not going to do what I just told you guys not to do, and I'm not going to jump past the first question. So we're going to go back to the first question, like the first
Would you
one.
please restate the first question?
Input on each one. Okay, so
Nothing more, nothing less.
Listen. Okay, you got
Do
it.
you know how to
So the
follow
first one-
directions? Go
The
ahead.
first one is they say that people value privacy more than attention. And that's one of the reasons that they may do that.
I agree.
I personally think that that's a legitimate reason, that people
Yeah.
just,
That is something that
My
Yeah.
privacy is paramount.
I don't post anything on my personal life on social media because we don't get that much privacy anymore. And those things that I've deemed to be private, I just keep it to myself. It came to a point. I think it came to the realization. I showed up at some place one time. I think it was at a work one time, and somebody that I work with, but they just follow me on social media. They describe every single detail of what I was doing that weekend, and I was like,
How do you know about
like,
that?
how you know how you know about that? Because I can see what someone's doing online, right? But I do not internalize. I don't remember it.
right.
I mean,
They had a
post a lot,
secret thing
right?
for you.
But I could not tell you if you went to the movies, if you went to dinner, and you post all kinds of stuff.
Right.
I saw it, but I don't keep it like, oh my God, let me remember this for next time I see him. But this person was like, oh, I saw you did this, and oh my God, what you live such an interesting life and this and that. And like, you know what? I need to start keeping some of my things private just because that's for me and for the people that I'm around enjoy it. I'm used to live in that moment. So that's just my reason.
So it came different when some random person at work was
Yeah, I was
telling
like-
you every.
Was able to. Well, first off,
You
from a
interpret
security
it different.
perspective, I never post in real time, so people know that. Like, I don't post when I'm on a cruise when I'm in France. I don't post from France.
Nope.
So because I think it's bad from a security perspective.
Absolutely.
But second off, a friend of mine who's a surgeon in DC said I do a good job. And I don't do this on purpose, but maybe that's part of why I was a good interrogator interviewer, establishing a rapport. He says I do a good job of making people feel like they're getting more information or closer to me than they really are, right? And so I say this to say is that what I'm posting, one, I'm really not worried about who sees it because I've already thought that through.
You're expecting everyone to see it.
Right. And I also, and I'm now, you guys have me breaking the rule and the discussion might go like this.
Please
I
only
do it
answer the
because
question.
I use the internet, the social media as a virtual neighborhood for my friends. You guys know I'm a people person. I've been to 84 countries, 50 states. I met people that have some degree of relationship in all those places.
I've been to 51 states.
So when I post that, we did this or we went to, E and I went to lunch.
Right.
My aunt goes, oh, you guys
So
look like
good
you
to
had a
see
nice,
them.
right. And so it for me as a person who has a small family, but am connected to people all over, it makes me feel closer to the people I care.
Right.
But I'm also very selective about, I know I have 5,000 friends, blah, 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 blah. But I'm also very selective about the people who I'm friends with on Facebook and who I'm friends with on Instagram. So they're the people that I don't worry about knowing those details that I'm sharing, if that also makes sense. So, but I think everybody kind of said that that's number one's a good. So number two, they don't seek validation from strangers. That's what do you think?
I feel like, I mean, for me, I'm saying obviously there was other social networks, but I feel like Facebook started off as like the most popular and widespread. And I thought that it was a way just to kind of keep in touch with like extended family.
That's what I still
people
really use it for.
Yeah.
Keep, some people purposely don't post their kids, but I do purposely post like, hey, this is band concert, award ceremony, whatever. Like, I get it, like not tagging the actual school, especially if you have small children. But I mean, for me, it serves its purpose. Like, my son's graduating high school this year. His kindergarten teacher like got to see his award ceremony, and she lives in Georgia, so I think stuff like that's really cool, and that's to me what it was like meant for.
Right. So basically, bringing it back to question 2 from what you said is that
But it's not seeking
Stay-
validation.
Oh, right.
If you don't want to see it, don't respond. If
That's
you don't
how I
like
feel
what
about it.
I'm showing,
Right.
if you don't like my life, that doesn't mean people look at my thing. Oh, you're always having fun. You're always out. You're always traveling. Well, I'm not gonna post when I'm taking what size poop I had this morning. Like,
Yeah.
we
That's
appreciate
nobody's
we
business.
appreciate that.
They do that on Twitter.
there's certain
Your
things
poop
or
that I feel
X.
like
Statistics, yeah.
are
That's good.
yeah, like what are you choosing to share? What do you want? You could portray anything you want. That doesn't mean that that's what every day is
Oh
like.
no, I think a lot of people like to post because they wanna they want someone to see how well they're doing. They want someone to see
when it's legitimate, because that's the
some,
thing.
I mean, some people like fake it.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But they want some people when they walk into a place, people to think this is the coolest person in the world. This person has the life together. Their life could be in shambles.
Right.
And that's normally
Yeah.
that's normally the case when you see those like the happiest couples, and they're looking, oh, your relationship is so wonderful,
Yeah.
and then you see the behind the scenes.
Oh, you don't
And
even
you're
have to
like-
wait. You can just wait.
I think I'm looking
Literally
for that.
just for themselves. Like one of my best friends, she posts because she likes to go back every year and say, oh, this is where we were this birthday or this event, this holiday. Like that's a totally different thing. It's not getting validation. It's enjoying your own.
It's like posting bikini pictures.
Go-
It's for you. You're posting, not for everybody
don't
else.
knock on
Exactly.
What about the
Like-
fish? The
Exactly.
fish poster.
When I post my banana hammock pictures, go ahead. Vagina fish.
I don't know what kind of guys you hang out with. I don't know.
Bikini. I said, what about the guys with their fish?
I
That they
Oh
don't-
yeah, the banana hammocks or
I don't know
whatever.
a single friend that fishes, so I don't know what kind of guys you hang out
I have
with.
a lot of friends that fish. I just don't like it.
That's the joke of dating apps. Is
Yeah, because
is
guys always
awkward
posting-
selfies or like big fish,
Fish,
that
yeah.
nobody wants.
I
Big
didn't
dead
know from
fish.
dating that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like when they putting together like on the circle when guys are pulling from their profile, like any guy that fishes has like a picture of him holding some fish that he caught.
Yep,
You know?
this big or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's showing
I totally get you. Sorry.
Provide.
Fish,
They can
golf
provide
cars,
food.
and weightlifting. Those are the top.
What is it?
It seems that it's working. If it keeps doing
Fishing,
it because it's working.
Golfing, gym, like weightlifting, and
That's
cars.
3 out of the 4, Doc. That's a personal affront.
Be that
think she-
person's
I think she's throwing jabs at you.
I know, bro. It's
3
funny.
out of 4.
Secure my lifestyle. I'd be like,
Let me ask you this:
what you trying to say?
Have you talked to some of those guys when you see those pictures? Have you said yes to those guys?
Well, I think I deleted dating apps like 4 years ago. So
So yes.
yes, I've talked to them in the
Oh,
past.
it worked. It's worked. Then
There you go.
Validated.
Keep it up, guys. Keep it up.
Posting your big fish photos.
Hey, this is another topic of dating apps because a lot of people are advising now if you want genuine connection to not use dating apps.
Okay,
So-
well, we're gonna bring you back and talk about that because that's not our topic today. But
I reclaim my time.
But-
I reclaim my time.
right. Now back to me. No, but really, I love that topic because, yeah, my wife will love. She says
Let's do
not
it.
to pick on her friend, whatever. I would never use a freaking dating app. We're not gonna talk about because
What if
Not just because you're married.
no, and you're
No,
like,
he's
if,
obviously.
if
I
my
was-
life is well enough where I can. No, I'm saying if I was single.
Yeah.
If I was single, I would never use a dating app. Never.
I would go
don't-
fishing
I
on a
don't-
dating app if I'm not single.
El Hombre before.
how are you gonna go up to some like random person?
But
and
that's
be
not the
like,
topic
hey, are you
today.
single?
That is not the topic today. That is not the
Okay,
topic.
let me just answer. Let me just answer this rookie's question.
This is not the
Because as anybody who's ever known me my whole life will tell you, your boy has mad skills.
Well, that
They
you're
come to him.
the exception.
He's the
But,
honey.
but if
Most
you,
people
if
are
you
not just
can't-
gonna
if you
strike
can't
up a
walk up to if you
conversation.
can't walk up
That's
to
because
somebody,
they're socially awkward. Yeah.
you didn't deserve a girl.
Yep.
You know,
And
if you
they,
didn't,
they would drop me off at the mall and say, talk to a girl.
I
And if
did
you
it to me and
didn't,
my
they
boys.
clown you. And so
my
you
mentees,
had to
my
do it.
informal mentees.
Yep.
There you go. There's a whole room full
Yeah.
of girls. There's a supermarket full of girls. Go
Spark up a conversation.
or go get a phone number.
Yep.
But that's so like all joking aside, but joking but not joking. That is a life skill that translates into not
Everything.
Me having been a good
We're going too deep into this topic.
man. We're
We're gonna kill a different episode.
we're-
Going back to question number 2. How many questions did you say there were? 10 of them?
10 questions left. Okay, so
Question number 2.
some people don't seek validation, and that's why they
Which
may not
we
post. But
don't
that's
make me
not
shit.
the only reason because there's a lot of other reasons to post or not post. Okay, number 3, they're selective about who gets access to them. I could see that as being a legitimate
100%.
reason not to post
You
photos.
still could post. I mean, I have friends that nobody knows anything about them, but they post major life events and
Right. Well, this to me seems like somebody was just like biased. It seems like whoever wrote this article,
ChatGPT.
they were basic. Yeah, he said, I can't. Don't let me hate on that too as an academic. But like, it says they prefer to choose who sees their life and then not broadcast it. I think it sounds like they're trying to say there's some negativity to you. Still, I have people who have Facebook and they only have 25 people on there because they are controlling who has access to it.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, to add on to you, I know people in certain professions that have Facebook accounts under different names because they don't want their regular profession to find out.
And who does? My wife does that with Instagram. And, yeah.
Exactly. And also, thanks for outing her. But also,
no, I'm not telling them what. I'm not telling them what to do.
If you ever get hacked, this happened to me a few years ago. My Instagram got hacked, and that's what saved me because I kept doing the facial recognition thing. And obviously, I had a lot of pictures of myself, so I did eventually get the account. It took me like 4 days, and I got it back.
That's good.
So whoever deleted me, you can add me back now. I lost a lot of followers.
No,
There you go.
I won't.
I thought about it. I'll pass.
Okay, so number 4 of 12.
Yeah.
It says that people don't post photos because they're harder to influence. I absolutely say that. I'm going to call BS on that one. They're saying
I don't know about that.
because you don't post photos that you're not as easily influenced by people. I'm the least.
I think they mean people.
I think
going
there's
to
correlation.
trendy restaurants.
There might be some truth to it.
No, it says here. Let me read the thing, and then you tell me. Nope, that's not what they're saying. I think this was there. Whoever wrote this, they know I'm just like going to be like 2 thumbs down if I could drop this and hold the other one, because it's saying basically because they're not consistently comparing themselves to others, they make decisions based on logic and personal values, not trends. I don't give a crap what anybody else is doing. That to me has nothing to do with why I post photos. And I'm not influenced by anyone, and no one's influencing me like to any degree ever. So yeah,
you do understand you are an outlier in most cases.
I understand, but I know a lot of people that post photos, and that's not the influence thing is not one. Like I said, I will agree with the first 3. I could see both sides of that, but this one, they're harder to influence. I don't think how many photos you post or don't post on Facebook directly correlates to how easy you are.
I think it's a byproduct of a profile, but go ahead.
I think I have to disagree because you'll notice that a lot of people start posting a lot of the same type of pictures because of a trend. They're being influenced. They saw somebody else do it.
There you go.
Then they start posting more about the same post, the same thing, the same thing.
I gotta try it out.
They gotta try it out.
Gotta do
Because
the
they're
dance.
being influenced, and those are the people who are doing that stuff.
Word.
Like I see that stuff, I'm like, okay.
Okay, I like that perspective, Lion.
I care less if to do the same pose or whatever they're doing. So
And me, on the other hand, I'm like, there goes another idiot. Scroll.
right, because that's how I feel about it. Okay, number 5. They don't rely on external approval for self-worth. I'm going to call BS on that one again, too.
I feel like a lot of these are saying the same thing.
Yeah,
in a different way.
I don't think
that's the same as seeking validation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So, and they observe more
Redundant.
than number 6.
Step up your game, Chat GPT. Go ahead.
They observe. Yeah, a psychologist didn't do this, or they did it with, like you said, with Chat GPT. They observe more than they reveal. They didn't even do it with a good Chat GPT I've seen some that are just
it's way smarter than this. I'm giving them too much credit.
So what this is saying, again, I'm going to call BS on this one, that people who post a lot of the reason people don't post is because they are observing more than they're revealing of themselves. Like I said, I know you might say
I can see it. I can see it.
I could see it, but I think that you can't really. It's not a global. I don't think there's a higher percentage enough people who fit into that category for it to be a valid number. Like,
I think it's like 30%.
So do you? Is the reason that you don't post is because you would rather? Does that come into either of your thought processes?
Because we'd rather what?
That you would rather observe more than you show people.
It's not the reason why I don't post.
Right. So that's all I'm saying in that particular case.
But it is something that
Right.
but it is something that I do engage in, like certain times. Like I'll do some recon or whatever.
Same.
But that's I'm not constantly trying to lurk on people's page or whatever. But it's like, oh, okay, blah blah blah. I tell you who does, and that's my wife. Like she'll look at all y'all pages. For sure. But
my work, I like to if I have some downtime, I'll click on stories, but I won't look at them, and I'll go through them, and I'll just do this. It's like a thing, like I like to do, and I'll just go. And I like look at my computer at work.
Yep.
And I'm just doing
So if
that.
you view my story, that means you didn't really view it. Is that what you're
Unless
saying?
if I view it, I
passing the time in the background?
most of the time, yeah, I'll get to the end of the stories. I
Yeah.
don't really watch anything.
Yeah, don't go to only what is it? Only in date.
Sometimes I like stuff that I have no idea. I get subscribed to stuff. I show up like, when did I subscribe to this thing?
Exactly. I need to reevaluate this. Unfollow. Unfollow.
I'm constantly, and it's like a habit. The first-
Yeah, at least you're not getting a strange bill. That's what you're like.
That's what it started suggesting, like Amazon cart,
Just-
and then I end up having all this stuff, and I'm like, when did I do that? Like when I'm half asleep at night scroll.
See,
I had a friend that had a car accident, and I put a heart in the picture of the car accident.
Good job.
He messages me,
like, why you son of a,
why
why you happy about my demise?
I support this movement.
Okay,
I'm
so
bad with it. I gotta get better at it.
sixes we kind of had multiple perspectives about it, but
We're on a
okay.
roll.
7, the real presence. Oh, they value real presence over digital presidents.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
We all should do
200%.
that, but
Like, people go to a concert. It annoys me. It's like they are recording this video of the concert, and they watch the concert through the screen
and not
instead of living the
appreciate
experience. And let's keep it real. You're not gonna go back to really like 3 weeks later. Well, let me look at the picture of the concert
Right.
or video.
Right.
Oh man, that was a great time. No, the only reason they do it, they're live streaming it.
For
People can see it,
For who?
or they're gonna post it
Yep.
on their story to show, look what I'm doing, the great time that I'm having.
Facts.
But you're not having the great time.
See, I'm the outlier
Facts.
again.
You
How
are
many minutes?
Because I
is
record
acceptable?
a lot of stuff at concerts. I don't live stream it, and I really go back and look at it. Because Uhura and I sit back all the time.
we know you do. But yeah.
Remember at this Janet Jackson concert
Right.
when Joe Coy did this? Like,
But you've been that way for your whole life since before that.
But I was
That's the
gonna
thing.
say-
Like, yeah.
thing
Discussion.
I recorded that I went back to watch again. I think you went. We went to the Record Hall to watch.
Yeah, Chappelle.
He had
Back when
just
he
coming
first came back.
and we were sitting like in the first 4 rows, right?
That was awesome.
You were not supposed to have
They don't let you.
recording.
Yeah.
I had a chair with a pocket. I put my phone here with a microphone.
Hey, be careful.
I
what you're-
recorded the whole thing.
This was years ago. Like, this was
2
like
years ago.
2012. Yeah.
fast.
Oh, it was great. And I every so often I might just go back. and
Maybe
listen.
2010.
That was a
Yeah,
wild
because that was where
Dave Chappelle, did you hear
he's
that he might do a movie?
Chappelle Show.
And Eddie Murphy, it's kind of cool. It's really touching. But he basically
Eddie
was talking to Eddie Murphy on the phone, and he said, "Man, but Charlie Murphy's passed
Yeah.
away. Rest in
Yeah.
peace." And he's like, he's a large part of the show. He said, "I would consider doing it if you would fill in for Charlie Murphy spots." And Eddie Murphy said, "Let's do it."
yeah. Yeah.
So they might
That'd
make
be
a
awesome.
Dave Chappelle
That
That'd be dope.
Phenomenal.
based
That'd be
on
dope.
the show. So anyway,
I would
Can
I would
do it.
post on social media for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see that one though. Valuing real presence over digital presence. That's not the reason I do it,
So-
but I try to remember whenever I'm shooting pictures or video to embrace
And
the actual experience.
Here's the other thing, because I didn't get to expand on that. Like, if I communicate with you in person, I actually will remember you. And here's a little secret: I forget like a lot of names
Me too.
and people and
Yeah, I'm
stuff
crappy
like
with
that.
names.
Yeah, so it's like
Never forget a face.
if I communicate with you, then like you're etched in my mind. But if I'm like on social media, I don't even remember sending the message. And if you send me a message, especially on Messenger, I will never answer you because I never look at that. But some of the other ones, I'll eventually get back to you. So the personal interaction is big for me.
See, for me, that helps. My social media helps me with the people I meet to remember them and remember I want to reach out.
I think it depends on what the group is, like the setting, because I mean, obviously we do Latin dancing, and I've met a lot of people, and I have a lot of people online, and I can't tell you how many times I've been in a place and I'm like, I know that person, but like they won't say hi, like they don't even know it's me in real life because we only know each other online.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
that never happened to me.
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
it's happened to me.
It's kind of a big deal, you know, for
I'm like,
a celebrity.
if they
I'm Rick
come
James,
to
bitch.
me, like my appearance doesn't change that much. It might fluctuate by a few pounds, but I'm still gonna look the same.
right.
So if you don't want to say hi to me, I'm not always gonna be the one coming up every time.
So for me, it's the opposite. For me, the social media connection helps me remember people that I wouldn't. I'm like, I
You
knew that
would've
person, I don't know their
forgotten
name, but then I go, wait, I met him here. Let me look through my Instagram. Because when I meet people and I talk to them, connect with them on Instagram or Facebook, is my protocol to say, hey, what's up? It's great meeting you, right?
Right.
So then I'm like, I don't remember that person's name, but
Nope.
oh, it's John or it's Sue, So anyway,
Yeah, no,
all
I
right,
feel-
let's look at the next
You
one.
would be
So
lost on mine. I was like,
It says, here's another
1,000
one.
people.
Nine says they're Well, 8 says they avoid unnecessary. That's kind of overlap. It kind
Judgment?
of overlaps.
Unnecessary judgment.
Yeah, like it says they're
don't
trying
post
to avoid being judged.
I don't post sometimes because I
Are you
don't
trying
know
to avoid
how
judgment, E?
things can be construed, and I also don't
Okay,
know if
so
I want to
maybe
put some of the stuff out there. Like, I'm very
A little bit of judgment
private.
avoidance.
Yeah,
I mean, not in a
that
bad
and
way, but like in a way where, yeah, what you're saying is
and
logical.
it's like, yo, do I need to put this out there? Nah. If it's like, oh, this was a cool moment, blah blah blah, I put it out there. But if it's like, shit, if it takes too much work, if I'm iffing and it takes too much work, fuck that shit.
It's not
I'm
worth
done. Yeah,
What
that's
about
it.
you, Lion? I mean, because like you said, we had the two more photo posters on one side of the panel.
So like I don't. Sometimes I'll post like a story, like once in a blue moon. Like when I got my car, I posted 2 pictures, one of the accident, one of the new car, and I got a lot of attention that I necessarily want. Like I was
They were
like,
glad for your safety,
uh,
and something good came out of it.
yeah, like, people are like, oh my. God.
You know what
got a lot of attention. So I was like, all right, this.
You know what I noticed with like Gen Z, because my son is 18, obviously, so I see their.
I'm Gen Z as well, so
You are not.
I am definitely Gen Z. What talking about?
You are not.
Let's talk about.
What year were you born?
He's Gen Z. Yeah.
Oh, damn. How did I not know that? Well, anyway.
They say
But
2000.
so my son, I feel like shares more of other people's story than posting his own.
Right.
That's like a common thing, and it
Yep.
seems to be like a Gen Z thing, like sharing the joy of someone else, or like their artwork, or their dance, or whatever.
I do a lot of that. Both.
So I think
You
that
know,
that's kind of cool. Like that's something that I've just noticed with
I'll do that a lot.
years.
Yeah.
I'm not Gen Z.
Yeah, if somebody has some good stuff, if I'm like, if I'm trying to help promote something or support something, or it's just something I found interesting or intriguing or entertaining as a dancer, I do share other people's things as well.
Some people out here be
Right.
doing that. They just share stuff to bait people for attention. Yeah,
Attention.
I
seekers.
like to me. People fall for it. Like every time. Like I like the attention seeking is like.
Well, some people get like monetized too, though, so they might be sharing.
If you're monetized, by all means, make your money.
a
Like
different-
It's a different game.
Right.
that's some bait and switch. You know what I'm saying? With that said, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Right,
But-
right.
Ding.
But yeah, like that's an obvious post because somebody wants attention. Like some people,
Yeah.
you can tell when someone. This is the one that I always laugh when I see it.
Recently
Somebody
single?
posts. No, they don't post that recently single. They post a relationship.
Mhm.
It works when both people try to work for
So-
it, right?
Sub
You know,
subtweeting.
and then the next thing they
Subtweeting.
post like they got
Yeah.
my people.
Putting subliminals out there.
Jesus.
You're putting subliminals out there,
Yeah.
making social media do the dirty work. Wait, give us the last 3, Doc. Then I got two more to throw in there.
Okay, so the last 3 are they dislike performative behavior. Anything that feels like showing off turns them
Yep.
away. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm a show off. I've been a show off since I was 2, since I could walk.
Well, you can back it up.
Right. Well,
I
People that I know that show off, I personally know a couple people. They
This
show
is-
off and they post extravagant restaurants, vehicles that are not theirs and stuff. And I'm like,
And they live with.
And
They have
they-
no headboard.
they're broke.
And a mattress on the floor.
and you know what?
I'm like, why you do that to yourself? Like that is
I'm not that kind of show off anyway. That's why.
no, you back it up. I mean, you can.
Well, not even just that.
I feel if you earned it and you go ahead and post it.
Right.
But if you know you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you're struggling, don't try to pretend.
you get more credit for being yourself.
Be grateful for what you have, and you probably be in a better position, in my opinion.
Right. And my show off has more to do with like performative show off, meaning that, if you give me a place to dance, I'm going to dance. I'm going to roller skate. I'm going to spin on my head, or I'm going to show out. I'm going to tell a joke.
He's an entertainer.
It's so much as like, hey, look at what I
Look
bought.
what I
or
got.
I'm-
Old school truck in a drop.
But that's not my MO.
If you take a picture in the Lambo,
I'm just not shy.
I know it's your Lambo.
Right. And it's
It's
my
not-
car I drove. It's not like I was like, wait a minute, let me.
You didn't cross the street to take a picture on the Lambo of somebody else.
Yeah, somebody else.
No,
Cars, you
with
go-
all the cars that I have written, like before I had a Lambo, I'd leased or rented Lambos a couple times to see if I was going to like different models, like
Right.
the Ardo before and then once the Huracan before mine, and then the Evo, and then but I didn't post, like you guys would remember because we've been friends all that time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't I was in Vegas, kicking it with this Evo, the first Evo I rented. There's not pictures of me,
Right.
rolling around in a car. I mean,
Right.
because it's like I'm trying to decide if I want to buy this car or not, but that's not my, that's not my MO to show. It's not my car. I'm trying to decide.
That's like me going to your garage, sitting on your Lambo. Like every time we record, I could go there. Let me see your car.
Why
Let me sit
not?
down
You
and take
should.
a
It's your
picture.
friends.
And I could have 10,
Right.
15,
Why
20
not?
pictures monthly, right? And
Right.
then people would think this guy's killing it. He owns a Lambo.
And I wouldn't tell you.
Miami style. Miami style.
Tampa. You know what they didn't
That's our
mention?
next episode. by the way.
Some people, you know, whether it's a lot of it is like cultural, but some people believe it's like bad luck or like a bad omen to post their success.
Right.
Like, I felt like that
Or
when
your
I bought
plans,
my
your plans.
house. I was hesitant to post it because I'm like, well, one, should have been a long time ago, but number two, you know, it's like, okay, if you're doing good, things are going good. You don't always need to like show everything that's happening,
Well, that's true. That's
good
true.
and bad.
That's true. But I rarely just post a picture because I'm like, hey, look at me in this car. Like, I just happen to be in the car that I'm driving that day when I'm at
It's
a
your
restaurant.
That event,
Whatever. Or I'm at a car show because I'm a car guy. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, like I just met a guy. We stopped and grabbed some food at Cali. Shout out to Cali Brandon and their bowls, the spicy Brazilian blackened chicken bowl, whatever.
and the boutique next to it.
where we were picking up food.
What is the boutique called?
I don't know because I didn't know before you went in there.
Next to Cali's.
Next to Cali's and
It's from there. Go
between
check it
there.
out.
Yeah, shout. So, but I met a guy who had an SS Monte Carlo, and I'm sitting in. I drove the Jag, so I'm sitting in the Jag, and he was like, "Man, nice car." I was like, "Dude, I was about to tell you the same thing." And I got out. He just moved here from New York. Name was Johnny, great guy, Jonathan. But he was like, kind of like you know, you've seen before, where people was like, "Man, you're driving that. Why you like this?" And I'm like, "Because
You're a car guy.
I was like, "Dude,
That's it.
we'll drive to a car
We
show
were-
and sit up and look." I said, "That's an SS Monte Carlo." I said, "That's."
We were in Miami and we were in a Lambo driving down one of the streets or whatever, and you were looking and you said, "Take a picture of that car," and it was an old school. I forget what it
It
was.
was an Acura NSX.
Yeah, no. It was an old school Dunk or something. It's in the rally video. So it's like the only old school car that's in the rally video.
It was an Impala.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And it's because you're a car guy.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so,
So
yeah.
like for me, like I said, I tend to show off, but my show off's more about like, you know, dancing and spinning on my head and, you know, doing back. It's less about,
Roller
hey,
skating.
look what kind of, you know, watch I'm wearing, or, you know, or look what kind of car I'm
You're
in.
just wearing
Right.
that
It just,
you're
I have to
spinning.
watch. It's just I had that watch on when I was spinning on my head. So no, you're right. So that's good. So that's the performative thing. So the last two, they have a strong sense of boundaries. I don't agree with that. It's good we have some dissenting, you know, opposing opinions, but like my boundaries are very, very strong. Like people to get in my inner circle, but that's what I was saying earlier.
But they think
you'll
they
think
know
you
you.
know me, or you think you're in my inner circle, not because I told you and lied to you, but you're really not. You just know me well enough to know me. Versus like, and so like my
And the ones
boundaries.
that are, you probably post the least of us.
Well,
The ones that are in your inner circle.
my inner circle. Well, it depends on it kind of depends. You're right because random photos at like a salsa event or whatever, those aren't necessarily always my
Like
closest
core friends.
right
Yeah.
core friend group. Now sometimes it is, but yeah. So what do you guys think about that? The boundaries. You think that's a factor
Yeah.
for not posting photos?
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it as a boundary.
Like I like privacy is a big deal to me. So like there's certain things.
We're right so
won't-
private.
yeah.
That'll be like a redundant.
It's kind of a redundant question, but like I don't know. What do you think? You think like is that well we post a lot, but do you ever think about? Do you think
the
if someone doesn't
boundaries
post, is that a reason?
Online is totally different than real life, and lately people seem to have no, especially during COVID, they had no boundaries of
What they were posting?
no, just what they would say. Like it's like somebody that you
Yeah.
never even spoke to, and then they're like threatening your career, but they have no idea what else is going on. Like you know, it kind of just, I think it evolves with the time. And obviously, if you look at my Facebook status when I first opened it, like I wouldn't re-share some of that nonsensical thoughts that I had at the time.
Yeah.
More likely when people would just post what they're thinking rather than like a photo or something.
Right. What were you
No, you know, I thought of boundaries in a different way, and boundaries are like not just posting the pictures, but also posting the comments and
Inviting
replies
to
on people's posts or whatever, things that you would say, like thoughts that came to my mind, that come to my mind, like that's a dumbass thing to do. I can't put that on Instagram because I'll get a warning because I'm being rude or something. Like you can't call somebody a dumbass when I think that, you know, that isn't that bad. If I said you're stupid, then that would be a different thing. But yeah, so like those are boundaries, and then sometimes commenting other stuff and like, this thing can be misconstrued, or it goes the other way where sometimes I've commented and then somebody says a dumbass reply to me, and then I gotta I'm like,
Like,
do I get into a battle with them? Do I
Right.
make them seem stupid? Like, what was the context? Are they being malicious towards me? Like, because if they
Just
jab me, I'm gonna
just-
jab them back.
Yeah.
If they didn't or whatever, I'm gonna leave it alone. And those boundaries, and my boundary is, I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm gonna keep it moving.
Right.
So
I started
You
doing
know,
that.
with boundaries though, because I notice this with me, just people's unsolicited opinion or advice or whatever. But I don't really engage unless I have something positive or like an experience to share. Like somebody just went to a city that I've been to recently.
That's a whole other episode
Did you
too.
check out this or
Unsolicited advice.
Yeah.
check out, I try to just avoid, because obviously you don't know the context. There's so much that you don't know, but just from my own experiences of people saying things to me or giving me opinions, or they're commenting on something with kids or my cleavage, whatever. Like I don't want it, so I'm not gonna do it to you.
Yeah.
So unless I have something positive to contribute, I'll just keep scrolling.
yeah, like I saw this lawyer. She was trying to make her post entertaining about creating LLCs and putting your assets in a single LLC and leasing it to your business LLC or so on and so forth. Stuff that we know about, but she was trying to relate it to a certain community, and I actually typed up a response of like, "Hey, great post. Here's a suggestion for the next one." And it's like how to put your assets in your mama's name so nobody could take it or whatever, and then talk, but for a business or whatever. I thought that would be kind of funny, but then I was like, maybe they'll take it the wrong way, or maybe they'll. So I deleted it. So
Say it with your
there you
chest.
go.
You gotta say it with your chest. Don't do
You
not
regretted all those minutes that you.
say it with your chest, with your cleavage catcher. You just say it and do not be afraid. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna cyberbully you? No.
Just turn it off. Just turn it off. You can't cyberbully me.
You do not want to go.
Turn the computer off.
Who's the basketball player? The one who was all you know who I'm talking about, right?
Who?
The basketball player
That
who's
did what?
always battling people online.
KD.
KD, yeah.
Yes. With his private, yeah. Oh my gosh, his secret IG profiles and stuff like that. He'll have like a dog or a robot or whatever, but it's
funny
actually
'cause he just
KD.
really-
He takes it to heart.
You don't want to
Yeah,
get into it with people like that because they're
No,
going to devote too
I'm
much.
savage. I go deep, and I'm gonna cut deep.
yeah.
That's why I don't engage as much.
That's why I'm gonna get blocked from Instagram.
I just hit him back.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "Why you go so hard?" Like,
Because they're a Capricorn.
That's right. Because
Go for the juggling.
in real life. Hey,
Go
I'm
for
trying to avoid,
Yep.
like she and I were talking about earlier. I don't want to have to result to like physical violence or
Yeah.
that kind of resolution. I'm way more, especially this juncture in my life, but most of the time I work very hard to be for peaceful resolution,
Exactly.
to walk away. But I remember we could take that and apply it in real life.
As a Capricorn, we will destroy you.
You know how people do that push stuff in school?
Right.
Not pushing you back and forth. If you push me, you might
Punch you
wake
in the
up in the
face.
you
Yep.
know, or the ER because
Yep.
Yeah.
why? And people are gonna be like, why did you kick him 14 times and then punch him and because he shouldn't have put his hands on me.
He asked for it.
We could have walked away
Yep.
like civilized people.
Gave you an
And it's the
option.
same- So I get that lying because that's that's kind of how I feel figuratively and literally about it. Like we could resolve this like gentlemen, or we could get into some real gangster stuff.
Cap Nation. Cap Nation.
The last one was about because the people that don't post photos focus on results and not appearance.
that's true.
I could see both
200%.
sides of that one. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you being the outlier, always focus on results, and you have a great appearance. But I would say for me, results. I don't care about. I don't care what people
What people think or no.
think. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like, sorry.
Unless-
Yeah.
The exception to that is unless I'll
Business.
play the
Business.
devil's advocate. Unless it's a business thing and you are trying to seduce investors
Absolutely.
or impress potential
Then I'm
clients.
on point with killing the game, because there's something into it. There's something in it.
Right.
Otherwise, like, who are you? Like, honestly, and that's why I told dude on the basketball court, like, who the fuck are you anyhow? Like, what gives you the credentials for your sense? Yeah,
of importance.
I mean,
social media definitely.
and thumb thugging.
Oh yeah, and I don't.
Thumb
What you say about
thugging.
the thumb thugging?
Yeah,
And
thumb
the keyboard?
thugging. Don't get hyped up, man. It's all good. So, I have a question about social media. Like, is it important to people that they get a lot of likes on their birthday? Like, is it important to you? Does it
I feel
matter?
good when it happens, but I don't think it's important to me. But I can honestly say, it's really nice when somebody wishes me happy birthday or somebody puts a nice birthday post,
Yeah.
and then a bunch of people like it. That I can't. But that's because
You have
this
a
is the
connection
thing,
with
because
those
I have a
people.
connection with those people.
Right.
Now, if it was not people that I knew, I would only care if it was to benefit our show, what we're trying to do for the public. Now,
Absolutely.
then it matters, but it only matters 10 people liking it could be more significant than 500 people liking it.
It's different
that I
because
don't
it's
know.
telling you that it's the person's birthday. So is it really genuine? If
There you
they're-
go.
If they're being reminded
There
that it's
you go.
so
That's
somebody reaching
another
out to
topic,
you,
though.
like separately. I mean, it just I don't know. It depends. But
most
but
of those
should you
people,
be upset if somebody doesn't post like a specific person? I mean, I don't know, like
most of
your
those people,
boyfriend or whatever.
most of those people don't even reach out to you on a regular day-to-day basis.
Right.
Right.
Does it matter?
And that's,
It
yeah.
Right.
doesn't affect me.
But yeah, what about
I have
you?
a question for you.
Fire away.
Yeah.
Fire away.
I have a question for you and for myself in regards to this topic.
I know what's coming. What's going on?
Are we being hypocrites?
Are we being hypocrites because we're on social media?
Not because we're on social media, because we drive over here.
Yeah.
We record a podcast for an hour or two,
Yeah.
and then we
2 hours.
post it on one of the biggest social media
Platforms and on the earth.
following.
Yeah.
And just because it's to feel like, are we being hypocrites in this whole?
No, not at all. We do it for the love. We do it for the love. We're still waiting on the return on investment. We do it for the love.
Return on investment, but you still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, we do it for the love. Yeah.
Keep liking and subscribing.
Slow burn.
You have to watch more hours of this thing to get it cracking. But we're
Forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
subscribe,
Watch.
and watch the whole episode. You know what? Even if you don't sit there with it, you just hit play.
We still got at least 3 new followers.
Put it on
You
you.
know,
It's
right,
all
we got
good.
five new followers.
We
today.
got a new contest. The subscriber who watches the most hours is borrowing Doc's Lambo for a week. I am not authorized
Damn.
to approve that.
Yeah. All cap.
on multiple computers.
All cap. I'll say it for him.
Hey, yeah.
This is not legally binding.
Whoever's responsible for getting us up to enough hours to meet our threshold.
He'll take you for a ride.
I'll take you to lunch at Meat Market.
There you go.
At Cali.
Cali Brandon, yeah.
Give a Cali Brazilian spicy boy.
Spicy black.
Market,
There you go.
that's an expensive lunch.
Well, if you're gonna get us over 3,000 hours, I'm buying lunch.
There you
people.
go. There you
Just
go.
let it play in the background. Put the playlist on. Let it play all day.
Have your kids let it play. Start one of the family friendly kid episodes and just watch it.
Yeah, there's cars on the videos. It's all good.
Listen,
Yeah, sorry. I have a potty mouth. I'm from New Jersey and I feel free. I feel free.
Because I have potty mouth. But
Yeah.
I know people. But see,
today he was
but
on a roll.
I code switch like a master.
Right.
Like people will wonder how I curse so much.
Exactly.
And then be home with my mom and didn't even say dang it.
Oh
You know
man,
what I mean?
yeah. Back in the day, like you be cursing at school, f this, f that, and all this other stuff, and you get home, wouldn't say a word.
Nope.
None of that.
Nope.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have
so,
that.
hey,
Yep.
since I started, as a I've
New
always
generation.
I've always been a Christian. I've always believed in God, but since I'm trying to do better with my Christianity, but not just my Christianity, I'm sharing more of my boys' sermons. Luke Hall, New Vision Christian Church.
Mhm.
I'm trying not to be potty mouth.
There you
to
go.
People that might
Hey,
be like, hey, that guy that just used the F-bomb 7 times told us this was a great sermon. And that, as a real
and you know what?
Christian,
He effing meant it. Go
I
ahead.
did.
Sorry.
freaking A.
With that said, this has been a great episode. Don't forget to check out the rest of the episodes we have. Kat, thank you so much for coming.
An amazing episode again.
Great episode. And
And rocking your
My
new
pleasure.
outfit for this occasion.
she bought it just today.
Bought it just, yeah.
It's only $1,000.
There you go.
Big Cat.
I wish I could shout out. We'll
Donate.
tell you, boutique.
Donate to her Cash App. Donate to her Cash App.
But we're gonna
I'm
tag.
gonna put her cash app right here.
There you go.
That's it. Eat, take us home.
Yo, another great episode. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time. Until then, we're the Playbook. Later.
Peace.
Peace.